Hello, hello. Oh well, guys, the TGF is in play already. Um, it's in play already. It's going. It's going. It's already going above the 20. It's already into the 30% range. I wish it was after 10 o'clock because then I could my model. Maybe we're gonna get a pullback, and then I might be able to. We can get a 10.4 because the 4 is still here. Let's hope we get a pullback from this first percentage. Let's see. It would be nice, but it looks sort of like it's on a mission, right? It's over above the 50% of the opening range gap already. I took a little bit of a run here, but now I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen at the 0.5. So let's wait. Maybe we get a pullback. That would be nice, and then we can take it up here. We have a solid model. It's still how many points? 982, 50. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Oh, I like it. Cool. Go back. Here we go. I need to open chat. I need to open the chat. Let me see if this computer still doesn't do it. So weird. Oh, stupid rooster is out again. I hate that rooster. Just cannot help it. But I think I found an animal that's the first animal I actually really dislike. Again, usual. Why can I not even go to my own channel? That is crazy. Well, anyway, I have to do it here. I need to figure out why it gives me the on one computer I get the message every time there's unusual traffic, so they don't allow me to go on my YouTube. It's my own channel. Okay. Oh my god, also I cannot access it here. Right, what? That is so weird. Okay, give me YouTube, then I can at least read the chat. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, sorry. I can't answer in the chat. I can read the chat, but I can't answer I can't even. I have to sign in as a normal person, and then I can read the chat. I cannot answer the chat. So anyway, on NQ we can clearly see the TGIF is in play already. It is shooting up into the levels. Let's see what it's going to do, because I think once it hits the 20%, I don't think it will go down again. We might get some consolidation, and then it might trickle up to the 20-40% maybe. Let's see. But hey, listen. Oh shit, it's already going. I was hoping it would go down here, and then the 10.4 will be in play. So because before, so close. Let's see what it does. I would like a little retracement, and then I'm happy. And then let's see if we can frame some higher trades. Look, I don't know why I have this little mark here, and I don't know. I didn't put the text in, and it went exactly into this, and I can't remember what it is. So I need to figure out why I marked this little one here. Let me see what that is. Sometimes you always have to put it in what it is, especially if time goes by. I'm like, okay, this is of importance, but I can't remember why. Why did I mark that little red thing? It's right over here. What is it? And what time frame? I have no idea. And look, it went exactly into it. And I hate it because I want to know why. What was it? I can't see it. It's in the 4 hour. No idea. It's damn precise. So I want to know what it is. What is this one? It should be somewhere around this time. Okay, let it go down. I love it. Just want to focus on, it's not an inversion. Is it this inversion? It was here somewhere. Well, I need to figure that out. So I have to figure that out when after the market time, because I like that. It's pretty damn precise, right? It's damn precise. Just went into it like a look. Just it's nothing else here. I would not never have known this level here. But anyway, no idea what it was. But I know we're in TGIF, and I want to see what 10 o'clock is bringing, because we've got a new 4-hour candle. Now I'm hoping it goes down a little bit and then go up, otherwise I can't frame my model. But if it goes now here, I can't take it because it's 1 minute before 10 o'clock. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And everybody thought it's going to go short, right? Everybody thought it was short. And everybody still thinks we're going down. But once you're hit 20, 30%, I don't know if you're going to go back down. That would be really weird after such a move. I was looking at the 20 IPTA range as well, and I was just wondering as well, okay, if the IPTA 20, let me show you what I was looking at, the daily here. I was like, yeah, do we really need to get all these levels now, as we still have a whole month, we still have half a month to go, right? I was looking at, okay, we've got this N walk here, and they're sort of like overlapping with IPTA 40, so that's why I was also like wondering, does the market really want to go into here now? Maybe not, maybe later in the month. I was just thinking like, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do go a little bit higher, but it's sort of like just trying to figure out like how can they trick us, right? Both IPTA 20 and 40 are similar. So I'm just wondering if it really wants to get there now. And we're already above 20%, so of the weekly range. So TGIF is sort of like already hit. Now let's pay attention, because I do want to. I like this. I like it. Okay, well, so I'm actually bullish still. Also because we still have a unfilled opening range gap above us from yesterday. So I know most people will be bearish, but I'm not. We also have this one fully nothing happened in this one as well. And look where this one is. Let me take off this the execution mark. That's annoying. I wish there was an easier way to do that basic execution mark. Let's see where this area is in the 1 hour, because we don't want to go higher than, where's the 30%? $30 is here. It's exactly at the 4. Okay. Okay, we have an angle. See, we have a change in sale delivery on the 1 hour. It cannot be bearish now. Well, anything can happen on a Friday, but look at this. We have a close above this one here. The only thing I miss is the 40% level on this app. It's a free one, but then we should enter the 40. 40% is exactly here. The daily open. Okay, daily open is 40% of the weekly range. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Very bullish, right? Um, Hey, Avneet. Yes, ICT. Yes. Oh my God. I was looking at. I was like, and he did share a lot of information, but I also need to rewatch. I think he dropped a lot of sauce there as well. But yeah, definitely. Maybe. I might do it in the weekend, and then maybe could do in the Discord because I think there was so much little things in there. Um, but yeah, I think he really. He said it was his last one, right? So I think he really misses. I think he really misses teaching a little bit. So I feel sorry for him because I think he really wants to give, and yeah. So I really think he feels the need to before he leaves us for the rest of the year that he really wants to give us some value, right? So he was still going on, but it was in stocks. But even though it's on stocks, he still drops a lot of little things we can reuse in our in our instruments. So he went over the dollar, but there was a lot of things he just went over that as applicable for trading the NQ and stuff like that. So I'm looking for my model, my 10-4 model. Yeah, just want to make sure that it's a little bit fickle now, right? I'm not. Are you bearish now? I can't be bearish anymore. I think I'm getting in. Hold on. What time is it? 10:06. No, I can't. Um, the daily open. So this one, I'm gonna get rid of this one now. I don't think we need this one. Um, I'm just gonna play this quickly. This is just my oh shit. Um, 981. Sorry guys, I'm just taking this one quickly. I'm just passing a count very quickly because this is just I cannot let this one go by. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I just caught that move from up to the 4 o'clock. Boom, I was out. Too short to really. That's just that's the move I can never really let go. Okay. Wow. Nice. So I'm having fun. My fun that next I got a new evaluation. I don't have a uh, um, oh my god, I can't even a consistency rule, so I can just pass it in one day if I want to. Now I don't know if we get opportunity like this again today. Let's see. Bullish, yeah. Bullish, right? Me too. Yeah. Um, bullish. No more bearish. No, once you get over the 20-30% on a TGI on Friday, we're not going to go down anymore. We might retrace a little bit, but it might. I think it's going to stall now for a while. Don't you think, Avneet? We're going to have a lot of consolidation, maybe until 10:30 at least, and then maybe after lunch, maybe we have another move up, something like that. It might take a while, but it's okay. I mean, hey, listen. Um, Let me quickly have a look at gold. I don't like to play gold on Friday afternoon mainly, but also beautiful 2.5 standard deviation. I call that the inverted TGIF. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if we do go lower on gold. For some reason, I don't like to play gold on Friday. I don't know why. But what is XRP doing, by the way? Why is crypto falling? I did see ICT go over. He thinks Bitcoin is going to zero. I think that's the only thing I don't agree with him upon. I don't think it will go to zero. I think we're going to get a nice, or not. No, they're not nice. Let me rephrase that. They're not nice. But I don't think it's going to go to zero. I think he's off with that. I think. I hope he's off by that, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, we have to wait, right? We have to wait. Well, my 10-4 has played out, but on the other hand, where's the 312? I miss my indicator. I don't have it anymore. I've got a bloody issue with the bank here. They limit my international payments for some reason, so I still have to fight them about that. It's so tiring. They all want to keep the money here, and all my income is foreign and funded and whatever, and then they say, yeah, no, it's South African money. Well, you cannot. You have a limit. I said, no, you cannot put me on a limit. That's ridiculous. But they did. They haven't solved it. So I'm pretty pissed off. I cannot buy. I have to be really careful how I spend my subscriptions and stuff like that. Because my last one that won't go through. It's really ridiculous. So that's why I didn't have TradingView for one week or two. What was it? That was so ridiculous. $8. They said no, international limit spent. Are you kidding me? But hey, that's how some countries work, right? Okay, let me see, where are we now? Okay, okay, yeah. So that's also a model. Root candle 312 from 6. This is 658. These always work in conjunction. Look, and you can see it. It's actually two models in one: the 10-4 and the 658 to 312. They both work today, and they sort of like we are retracing from it. So maybe we have a short here, but I don't know. I'm still long. I'm still bullish, right? Cannot be bearish now. I haven't seen a lot of the times that if we have TGIF Friday that it goes into the range like this and then still goes down to take out a low. Have you ever seen that on a Friday? I don't think so. That would be a new scenario for me, to be honest. Like say, if we just disregard this, right? So we have this higher time frame. We have a 1 hour change in state delivery, literally, right? But then it still will go, let's say, just disregard it. It just disrespects that and then go down. I don't think I've ever seen that. I have seen that it goes down into the range and just, a lot of consolidation, but not that it did that. I wonder. But I said today in the London, they always surprise me on Friday. They always find something new. You're like, really? Okay, well, you go into the journal, but you're new. I thought I've seen them all after 3 years intensively. I guess that keeps it exciting, right? Being surprised as well. Let's see. Yeah, it was interesting. Did you see the part where he explained about the 702 level as low-hanging fruit? Oh, look, this is interesting. 0.5. Is this the entry for the long? Yeah, I want to frame a nice long. Those 20-30 range is now BPR, so no need to go back to it. The 830 range. Yeah, the 705. Yeah, 705 range. I was like, does it mean 75? Because it was exactly the 75% on the video, but then he showed it in the, yeah. It sort of helps you also if you can see that already in advance without having the measuring gap already. If you can combine those things, you can already calculate the dealing range in an earlier stage without having the measuring gap printed. I didn't see that that wasn't clear in the video, by the way. It was a little bit weird. Okay, let's see. Nice trade. Now, okay, I cannot be short bias now. We are above 20% of the weekly range. We have not touched the 30% of the weekly range. The 40% of the weekly range is around here. So that means we most likely will get a full gap. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me. A almost full opening range gap fill. The gray box is the opening range gap. Let me change this here. And if we're going into the TGIF range already, what to expect? I think I want to go for a long here. We are 0.5. Yeah, I think it's time for a long. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till after 10:34. We had a nice run just now. It might just consolidate, and it's just going to make a lower. I think it's just going to create some wicks lower, 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 and then maybe one leg lower, and then take it out, something like that. We'll see. Yeah, it's just going to create some liquidity for us to take. Yeah, it's sort of like once you go into this TGIF range, it's sort of like, you know, the objective is sort of like almost met. So once it hits, normally when I take my TGIF move, I just take it up to 20% and I'm done, like I did last week. But now we're already in, and it still seems very bullish, right? We have a lot of liquidity still here. Look, we've got equals here. So we might go higher, and we might go even to 50% of the range and then fall back into it. Or who knows, we might even go all the way back up. And then we have to reverse the TGIF levels. That's also a possibility. Then it taps into the 20%/80, you know. Who knows? Hey, like I said today, every scenario, I think on Friday, I think, okay, this is, you know, I tried to make 2 or 3. Never. I've never had really, maybe half of it, you know, some half scenario, but not the whole. So it's always exciting, I guess. I think the day that I fully have it, I'm going to be really happy. They're very creative. They are very creative. So now I already forgot what I here marked here. What did I mark here? Oh, that was that 312. Yeah, okay. There's a root candle 312 that works together with the 658, 2 minutes to 7 o'clock. So if you have a market maker buy model, these two always work together. So once you pass this, it's sort of like always like, you know, it runs up to 312, and you can see that here happening. And then I had another model, my 10.4, but it was sort of like very small. But I managed to bank. I'm up $900 on this move. It's an evaluation, not my funded. I don't play my fundeds anymore on Friday afternoon. I don't touch them. Don't want to touch them. $7.05. Yeah, we just have to wait. See, you see how fickle it is, right? It just doesn't run, and now we go into consolidation. And we wait. I'm going to see if I can find some logic in some other data. I don't think we're going to go down anymore. Once we have a 1 minute, we have a 1 hour change in state of delivery. We've got an inversion. Oh, Avneet, you also heard him say every time we purge and we go and we have we go into a buy program, there is always, he says always, right, an inversion. There's no exception. So it looks like we really are not going back down because we got an inversion, right? and a close above it. So we're just going back into the range here to go back up further, I would presume. But how far are we going to go up? That's the question. Now let's see if we can make some calculations. Let's see if we can find some logic. Let's see if we can prepare our next attack. Only A plus. Only A plus. And if not, we just leave it and we come back on Monday, right? We don't care. Okay. Now. Now 4 is here. Did we touch 2.5? Not yet. Okay. It would be nice if we could pass that. Okay, weekly open is here. Weekly open is NWalk, above the NWalk obviously, and 60% of the weekly range. Okay, I'm gonna take the gray box off. I got the gradients on. I just want a little bit. No, I'm not gonna leave it on. You know why? Because we've got another one. This one is unmitigated yet, guys. So I'm just wondering if we are. I mean, it's quite a bit of a. We're gonna go up 500 points still. Seen it happen, but this is 6 standard deviation. No, we might leave this one here. Let me calculate the 1 hour. Just want to see what we have. Well, let's see if we take the 1 hour, right? And we just presume that that's the levels we're going to work with. What does that give us? I need to get rid of you. You're only for London, not for now. You need to go. We're only for London time. Okay. We also need to go. Now, where are we at? Pam. We're not going to go up to. But this is probable. I mean, it is the N walk as well, and it's also opening range gap, and it's the 80%. Sometimes you see that happening, that it just reverses the full. It's like I call it the inverted TGIF. We've got a first presented, an older. This is the old yesterday's first presented. Around 175. We could get around 2. You can get a rejection. I was around 2, right? We go back into the range. We go to 1 standard deviation back, and then we make another move up between 2.5. So it makes sense if we do have a bit of a turn here. But let's see. I mean, weekly opens here. 1.2. And the 1.25 here is exactly at the N walk, so that makes sense that we're going to get a rejection there. I'm getting very bullish, to be honest. If I look at all these levels just lining up, and I think we're going to have I call it the inverted. It's something I just noticed, that if we just blast through all the levels, seen it happen before. And we have this baby boy up here. See, we had this yesterday. Only it tapped into it and then it left it. We've got so many levels here that still are unmitigated at all. Even 4 o'clock was not touched. The 3 o'clock barely. Midnight we went above it and we only went through it, and we did reject from it, but there was no retest, no wick through it, nothing. Normally you see a wick through it. So I wonder if we're gonna go. It's a lot, but I don't know. It's a large move. I don't think that's going to be it. Maybe open Sunday. Let's see. Well, I mean, this is expected to be expected, right? That we get consolidation. We're not surprised. It's 1025. Let's see what 1024.34 is going to bring, but I am going to take this off, and if we get higher, I'll have to put it back on. What level is it? 476, about 500 points. On Friday, I could. I'm not going to wait for it. I just want this on my chart. I need to have cleaner charts. You need to clean up your charts. Yes, you do. I'm going to take this one off now as well. Just the gradients and our first percent fair value gaps and the higher time frame. And we still don't have S&T, do we? Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Purge and liquidity and inversion. London high. Are you in a long? Are you in it? I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I want to wait until. It's always difficult to have a good when you have like a nice move, and we're sort of like already in the TGIF levels, right? No, you don't. I totally get you. I totally understand. Me neither. Yes, and we love tape reading. We love tape reading. We're gonna make 2 T-shirts. We love tape reading, and I love wigs, large wigs. Oh, look at that B move. Yeah, it's Friday. It's just everything different, right? Beautiful. Here we go. Hold on, guys. Where are my exhaust? There we go. Take that thing. Is it running already without me? Oh, you and Q. You cannot do that. It's already going, but don't trust it too much. So it hit the 0.33 of. Oh my god, it already went to the other. Shit. Okay. That was a nice move. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie. I just stood up and you made that move. Thank you, NQ, for that. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing bearish about this anymore. It's on a mission. Where to get in, right? This was a hard entry to get in. Well, I guess the 10 manipulation move was here, but it went back to 20, tapped into 20, and now it's just going. It's just running. But this this yellow thing was a little volume imbalance on the 1 minute from London. I remember that. So let's see how it reacts here. It's 10:30. Because, oh, you don't bother me, volume imbalance. I'm just going to go over you. Yeah. Wow. Let me go to the 1 minute, by the way. I'll just go back to the one. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Well, you are reacting there. Okay. 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 So we've got a flat. We are a flat bottom, flat top somewhere here. So the 40% is around here. We've got a little gap here. I guess this is, we're going to the next end walk. Okay, let's see if 1034 gives us a nice pullback. I think I'm going a little bit lower. I need more data. It's 4 o'clock here. Settlement price here. Asia. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the opening range. I didn't think we would get there. So, oh, okay. Oh, I see. I was confused. I thought we jumped up to here, but we did not. Okay, all good. We're still in that opening range gap. It was really not this small little volume imbalance that was really it wasn't a 1 minute, but it was exactly in the same area where there was a 4-hour volume imbalance, a very large one, a very old one, and this one printed just in London session, exactly in the same area. Because I happen to have it on, I think this is the 4-hour here, somewhere here, right over here where I'm with my on the right, the bigger, larger time frame, and then this one. I didn't even see that straight away, and then I was like, oh, that's a coincidence. Look at that. We did get a nice reaction from it here in London session. It was horrible price action in London. Oh my god, that was just horrific. Just so high resistance to the downside, right? Almost traumatic. Hey, Wiku. Yes, I did actually. I managed to take the upside. And my 10-4 model and 2 root candles that I use, the 658 and the 312, they are sort of like married to it. And if you have like the market make a buy model, if you have a lot of, let me show you on the chart because I still have it marked. I don't have my indicator anymore. I use DTT, but this was the 312, so I always mark that, especially, oh no, the 658, so 2 minutes to 7. The moment we passed this, I just got in, and then I played it up to the 312, which was somewhere around here. But then I also had my model, the 10-4, but that was a very small area. It was very hard to really trade. I just, I just took a little bit of that move as well. But it wasn't really clean in the sense of, but hey, we're bullish. We're in the, why was it so an easy trade in the sense of we were above the 20% already. We already created a few inversions, and it's TGIF in play. Yeah, and it's so weird. I have no idea what this little thing here is. I never, it's an old one, and I never added text, so I have to figure out what it was. Look how exactly it went to this. I'm like, what? And I don't know what it is. So I already went the higher time frame, but I can't figure it out. It's something I think on the lower time frame, maybe on the 15 or whatever, but I need to figure it because it's damn precise, is it? But I have no idea what it is. It's somewhere around here. I really have no idea. I really need to figure out the time for something with 4, but it has to be in this area, of course. But it's also weird that it's just sticking out here. I don't know, but maybe the algorithmic God put it there for me, because just to make sure that I know where the turn is going to be. I have no idea. It happened a few times that I really, you put something, you leave it on, and you don't put your text in. You always have to put in the text what it is, because you'll forget after a couple of months, right? You don't know. But anyway. So it's not based on anything that I know or that I thought, oh, let me base that. It's just something I didn't mark properly. What about you, Wiku? Did you get any trade this morning? Grabbed AMD set up on ES after not getting filled earlier in the market. Yeah, it's a beautiful market maker model, right? It is beautiful. It is beautiful, and look how it. And do you guys see how I calculate the OTE levels? By the way, has anybody noticed that I do it a little bit differently? Oh, I already took it off. Yeah. It's hard to get in now. I don't know where to get in. I want to have a long, but I thought it might consolidate a little bit longer. But I should have taken it at the OTE level when it hits 0.5%. Hey, Avneet, have you seen as well where we rejected from in the wick? Besides that beautiful thing that I put here, which I don't know what it is. It's also 1/3 level again, right? Just crazy. Oh, I'm missing the trade now. That's annoying. Yeah. Okay, we're almost at settlement price. We cannot just get in. We cannot just go in now. But we're definitely in a distribution candle now. Look at the. Yeah. Yeah, this should have been the entry for the long here in this area here, so that it's below. But it's always hard to, for me, I'm always struggling when we have this kind of back and forth and it's in the manipulation in the wick, it's forming the wick. I'm always, now this should have been it, but yeah, I was a little bit taken off by, and I thought really we were going to have some consolidation after a move like this, but we're not. It's so bullish. It is so bullish. Has anybody got a short bias for NQ today later? Did you do a tape read long? Did you, yeah? I was just hoping I could pass that rapid challenge today. I just need, how much do I need? Oh, this one is 15,600 still, but okay, well, if not, I'm not gonna risk anything. I just don't wanna. I'm gonna put my fib back on because I want to see some. I'm going to the hourly because that gave me a lot of information. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to leave it on now because I think something tells me that we're going to get a large move today. So I think I need some. Oh, I still have it on. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is the 1.25 here. The one. Let me go to the 15 quickly. You see, you cannot make anything of it. So I'm going to keep the 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but think of it. If we're going to get a gap fill, if we got the opening range gap, which is totally unfilled yesterday, if we're going to go all the way up to here, we've got quite a bit of a move still to go. And it does make sense if I look at the fib levels from that 1 hourly calculation. 2.5 is in it. So it might take all day, but. And then we have technically an inverted TGIF, as I call it. But let's see. There's a lot of liquidity here, and it's the event horizon, so 144. I really want to get a trade to this level here. There's so much liquidity here. We are at settlement price right now. We are above the N walk. So what's my next target? Always my event horizon, right? So after this level, let me check if we have other significant levels there, like a weekly midpoint or something. I just want to check because otherwise this is going to be in the next target. I want to be in that trade. So after the daily open, we don't have much. Okay. So now we have the daily open right now. So let's see if we can get a retracement. What time is it? 10:44. Then we have a wick here, 118. 118. 0.5. 355. 712. Are we going to go to 712? It's so high. No, that's too high. Or are we going to go to 355? Is that it? $355. Okay, I think we were 355 is surely in the cards, so we can frame a trade up to there. 355. 355, 60%. Okay. Well, let's see. It's just running. It's just hard to frame a trade now, right? Go rolling, rolling, rolling. Can't do anything. Just have to wait. You just have to wait. Wait, wait, wait. Yeah, I do believe that we are. Weekly open is here. We already over. We already passed the 40%, guys. So it's so bullish. Ooh. Are we just passing the event horizon as well? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's just going through everything like butter. Crazy. There's no retracement, nothing. Okay, we're at the end of the. We want to wait for the macro. I mean, ESMN. What does it mean? MNOP. What is that? ESMNOP. Rico, you should teach me that. What does it mean? MNOP. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's just going through everything. It's just going, going, going. It's just you might as well just enter and YOLO your way up. Let the money printer go. Okay, let's see. I think I have to use the fib levels now. I think that's the only sanity that I can bring into this game now. I think that's the only. Oh. I need my. Yeah, that's the only one I need. Here you go. Maybe the 1.25 is the 226. Hey, that my level always sort of works for me. 217. Okay. Now I'm also going to put the fib on. I can't. I already saw this. This looks so ugly. So, okay, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Took liquidity here. $10.49. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just going to spike up. Just have two down close candles and then another spike up something. Let's see what happens. Do we have a breaker all the way here? Does it want to go back though? What do you guys think? I don't think so. This is already taken. This is already overlapping. I don't know. Let's quick look at gold. I'm not gonna play gold on Friday, but it doesn't make any. Okay, this is ping pong Friday, I guess. Also going. Oh, you're going back into the range. You're going the opposite direction. Okay, interesting. I'm just gonna stick to NQ on Friday. Okay, 1050. What are we gonna do? We took out this liquidity already, so you would expect pullback, but it doesn't look like. What's the next draw? Is the NWOG. Do we have anything else? Let me check. I don't have everything on this chart here, but like monthly midpoints, old weekly lows, highs. I have them all on another chart. Nothing. Oh, we do have a nice level here. 190. Where are we at? No, okay. 190. You might get a nice rejection at 119.50. Let's see. What are we doing? Check this. What time is it? Yeah, it's crazy. I think we're gonna make another spike up or something. It is like the FU algo is on. It's just gonna. I don't think it's gonna stop. It's just gonna let people believe that it's gonna go down. I don't think it's gonna go down now. Um, hmm. Crazy, huh? Oh, did you manage to the tick? Yeah. Did you? Are you gonna post your trade, Wiku? Hello, Dark. How are you? You're gonna go short? Um, 3 minute of inverted. Oh shit. Might be a nice move, but how far down are we gonna go? Yeah, there's enough room to the downside, I guess. Uh, I wonder if this is it for the down move. Yeah. Are we gonna get a move up for the second move of the macro? I'm just wondering if we're gonna get the second part of the macro to the upside again. I'm wondering I should take it. Mm, fair value gap. It's sort of like effing around with us, right? Let's see. Is this enough? I think we have one more leg to go to. So to that 90 level, and then we might reverse a little bit. Let me see again. Uh, oh, we could have already touched it. Yeah, never mind. No, I do think actually, just not convinced. I'm just not convinced I think we're going to go higher now. Yeah, 192-ish, and then have a proper reversal. I don't think it's a reversal. I think it's just another retracement. This is just to get everybody out of their position, and then they go back up, and then they take the longs and the shorts out. What time is it now? 11. Yeah, 190-ish. I think that's another level where we could see some. It's Friday price action, guys. Great Friday. Yeah. Are you, Doc? Are you in a trade? Are you trading? Hey, Krapanchu, how are you? Long time no see. How are you doing? It's nice to see you guys. See, that's why I like doing the streams, just to hang out with you guys. It's actually not even about the trading. It's nice to do a trade and make some money on the side, but the fun is just having the chat. I'm just wondering if I should enter in a long. Let me just. 191, is it? Just wondering what the macro is going to do. Yeah, I think so. So 191 is a level that I have in mind for a potential reaction. So it's 11 o'clock. We're still on a macro. But is it going to do now, or is it going to do another macro, right? Macro. I'm not touching this at all. How's it been going, Copancho? What have you been up to? Have you been trading this week? How's it been going? Hey, Avneet, you might have been right, because now it's just fooling everyone all the time, right? So it's just sort of like, it doesn't look bearish, it doesn't look bullish, and it just keeps on. Then it looks bearish again, then it looks bullish again. I guess we're just in limbo land at the moment. Are we at the 40? We're just over 40%. Yeah, we made a lot of. I mean, it was a large move, right? We made. Let's have a look at the weekly, how the weekly candle looks. Let's have a look at the weekly. Now, if you look at the weekly right here, right? Could we turn bullish? Could this turn into a green candle? Or are we just going to futz around in a certain area now in this opening range gap and keep the candle like this? Or we're going to go up. Or we're going to go to the weekly open right over here, right? So this was yesterday. Where is the midpoint? Right over here at the weekly open. Could we go up here? There's a gap here as well. 312. So the weekly candle has hit over the 40% of the weekly range. So it could be it, right? It could be enough. So it filled the opening range gap right over here. This could be the weekly objective. Took out the liquidity here. I do think for some reason I do think we're still going to go higher, but it's sort of like look at that. If I see something. Let me mark it on this here. Let me go quickly on the 15 here. Let me mark the breaker. Here we go. We're rejecting here. So we want to see, right? Beautiful. I'm going to switch off the. I'm going to leave it on. This looks very bullish, right? Doesn't it? Breaker. We're retesting it in a macro. Stop my 1.25 here. We are at the 1 though, but are we going to go higher? Are we going to go to the 2 to yesterday's 10 o'clock? Look, yesterday's 10 o'clock doesn't even have a wick. Let's see on the 1 hour. Oh, it does here. Okay. Didn't say anything. Oh, Avneet, I'm going to do ICT 702. Hold on. Range. I think I have to take this range then. I'll just do this just to make sure that I don't. 702. The low-hanging fruit. Oh, no. Where are you? ICT today, he gave a lecture. He says if you have a purge and you have a change in state of delivery and you have a new market maker side, so in this case we have a buy side. Low-hanging fruit is the 702 level. So let's see. Well, I wonder, I mean, we don't have to go there today, obviously, but this is the low-hanging fruit, 405. Oh, and it happens to match up with the 2 standard deviation. Isn't that a coincidence? Low-hanging fruit for today. Okay, ICT says so. So I'm going to target that level. I'm joking. But hey, it is the 10 o'clock price, right? So it is weekly open here, 10 o'clock. Let's see. Let's see if we can frame a trade. We might have to wait for it a little bit longer though. But we have a breaker here. We have old midnight first presented fair value gap. I am getting rid of. I'll put them on later. This gray box is annoying me. Switch breaker on. You're gonna go away. We have first present from the midnight. It's a breaker here. Let's see if this is it. I'm gonna go out of the area now. Could be. I do like that we sort of like daily open, wick through it. Let's see if we can make it to the upside. Thinking of getting into a trade. It's out of macro, but we did retest the daily open. We retest settlement price. Finalized the macro. Yeah, I do want to see that we get above the event horizon. It's important for me. When we get above this, and we have a well, it's hard to have a close on the 1 hour, obviously, but let's see if we can. If the body starts running over it, it's very bullish. Now this is a retest as well. I consider that a retest, but it's a little bit tricky now. See, we have the weekly open. That's also a magnet, especially on a Friday. A weekly open is a magnet on a Friday. I mean, let's see. Come on, go over the event horizon. Just do it. Give us a nice spike. Give us a nice spike. Come on. Into it. I don't know how to enter. This is an entry. This is an inversion here, but we have a wick here. See, I don't like it because of these wicks. It's sort of like you could form another wick and then later on take it out. It's not really following the macros now, right? Is everything doing? The runs are outside macro, so 1, 2, 3. Another one, maybe. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. We're not going over it yet. Let's see. We don't want to see go over there, but then again, it could go over and go back into it, right? But hey, listen, we're gonna go. I mean, hey, Vlad, how are you doing? Got to. How is everyone doing? How are you guys doing? Have you traded this? You got exams. How's it going, Kripanshu? How are you doing? How's it going? It's annoying price action now. But what to expect, right? We're already in the 40% of the weekly range, so technically Weekly objective has been met. Question is, are we going to go higher? We're going to go, or is this it, and are we just going to futz around? Question. I don't know. I think I think 190. I think I really want to see this level hit. Mm -mm. 359. I think 350 must be in the cards. I mean, it's 250. It's 350. I keep on saying 350-ish, right? So just, uh, oh, we have a gap here. Do we? Do we have a small little one? Yes, we do. Okay, so we did retest the 15-minute breaker, so technically that's still very bullish, right? If you look at the 15-minute here, beautiful breaker, get a nice wick into it. So what do we do after a breaker in Q? You go up, right? Normally you do that. So this is the whole breaker, so we could go a little bit lower, but why would it? Right? It's on a mission. It's on a mission. I don't know where to enter on this. Well, maybe the breaker retest, but it was outside. Oh, it was not an outside breaker. It was actually 11. Well, let's see if we can make anything. Yeah, it's hard to enter. I don't know. It's just, you don't want to get into an entry and then get slammed out of it, right? Because it did take liquidity here, so obviously we get a little retracement. We went into the breaker. That was the proper entry at 11. Do we have any SMT? I keep forgetting to look at that. Bearish SMT. But are we bearish? Not at all, right? Invalidated or invalidated. Very tricky with all that fake SMTs and we've got liquidity here, liquidity. Oh, I'm looking at ES has liquidity here. ES has not even taken this liquidity level yet, so ES definitely has some room to the upside. Okay, ES is still okay. I get it. Yeah, okay, we're still going up, definitely. Okay, let's. Okay, 11:20. Let's see if we get a run from 20 to 40. We still have room to around 191 before we're going to have another retracement, I think. So that's 30 points. Let's see. Did ES take out the highs? Oh, ES just did, yeah, okay. So we have to be careful on IQ now. Okay. I think they're both going to spike a little bit now. I want to take, it's 30 points, 20 points now. Can I take it? Not really. You cannot. Let's still go, yeah. Well, 20, 21. Go. Let's see. But you have to wait until you have a good entry. You have to wait. You don't gamble. I don't know how to take it. Cannot take it. We do have a little gap here. Be careful here. Annoying. It's annoying. It's the weekend. I don't trust yourself. Why don't you trust yourself? What do you do? Do you do crazy stuff when it gets Friday? It's a good thing if you know you cannot trust yourself that you stay out. But it's good. It's always good to tape read, right? Just to yeah. I think it's going to go now to the 120, 2220 level. Let me just put in a macro. Just a macro for the fun of it. It's going to go to this level here, 219-ish. And see how precise my this is. 125. What is it? 219. Boom. Watch at 125. What it does. Let me go to the 1 minute here. Wow. 50% of the range we're in already. It's just crazy. Crazy move. Well, I guess next stop is the weekly open. Let's check on gold quickly. Wow. Okay, we've got liquidity here, midpoint, mid-walk 271. What time is it? 11:26. Uh, I actually I just needed one small trade for one of my Rapid accounts, and because I had a large, I took one of the big moves already this morning. I just passed it, but it's just it's really ugly price. I mean, I don't have a normal. It's actually very ugly entry and exit. It's just taking part of the move and just trusting that it just goes up. But so I just passed a Rapid from Funded Next, but it doesn't deserve the price for beauty, not the beauty price at all. But hey, that's what the Rapid is for, right? You take advantage of the large expansion moves. Yeah, I just needed that long last bit, but it was hard to enter. I was really like, I can't enter here, can't enter here. But come on, it already, normally when you have a normal price action and like this, um, this fib I did from the 1 hour, right? I'll show you, and even it just normally you get 9 out of 10 times you get a rejection at the 125. It just went through it, so I thought, okay, what, really nice. It's just on a mission. It's not going to give you a normal entry. Everything is abnormal from today now. It's just going on. And is my price correct? This is different. I can get these off now. But it's just crazy. It's just really madness. Even from the 1 hour. Oh, did I do it wrong? Oh, I made a mistake. Look at that. I actually made a mistake. Uh-oh. Well, that's a good thing that I did not. Yeah, I made a mistake. There you go. Let me see what happened here. Oh, it still did it. Okay, good. What did I do here? Did I do the 15? No. It's Friday, guys, so everybody's like, we shouldn't put our money on the line. I'm not doing anything. Don't touch your funded accounts or it's not worth it. 50%, 60, or we can go up here. It looks, in hindsight, when you just see candles like this, it looks very easy, right? You think, oh, it just went up and it's easy to trade, but they're not really easy. They're actually quite hard to trade properly. But I mean, Wicca, been supported by TPT daily. Oh, they have daily payouts. Yeah, Funded Next is awesome because they have 3-day payouts, and you can pass in one day. So I got this one today. I bought the other one that I bought was by accident the Legacy, and then it takes 5 days to pass, and then also 5 days before a payout. But Funded Next, but daily payouts, yeah, I think that is. I mean, yeah, but we'll see. I'll have this one on Monday to trade now. Yeah, yeah. Let me just double check if I really did I do it? Yeah, I did. So, but yeah, I think Funded Next is really good. I like them. So, but TPT. So, and they. So I didn't know about the daily payouts. By the way, that's new to me. Is that something new that they have, or do they have it already for quite a bit? I actually read somewhere that. Hey, Nintendo, how are you? Um, I read that TopStep is getting rid of the activation fee. Is that true? Does anyone trade with TopStep? Because I was wondering, like nowadays you don't have to pay. I mean, there's so many um, prop firms that don't charge activation fee anymore. So I think TopStep might be sort of like falling behind a little bit. I was thinking because TPT doesn't have, I believe, um, Funded Next doesn't have any activation fee. So Nintendo, yeah, I just passed my Funded Next rapid on really. I'm actually I would be ashamed to show my trades, to be honest. On well, not the first two ones, but this last one is just not really something I would show on stream, I guess. But sometimes you just with the evaluation you can do that, but not on your accounts, live accounts or whatever. But and especially on the rapid, it's like it's sort of made for it, I guess, a little bit. When I had the legacy, I did play it really every day, just normal trades and blah blah blah. Yeah, but it's not really. I mean, it's harder to with the sometimes with the payouts. I just get the max payout and then I blow and I think like just let me get the payout and I'll start all over again because I'm sort of getting used a little bit to pass these rapids a little bit. So it's not like something special, to be honest. It's harder to keep the funded and to keep the same one trading. Sometimes I feel like what, I'm just gonna take the max payout and then I know the account is gone. But sometimes I just feel more comfortable with that, especially when I travel or when well, now I don't because now I'm on stream. But I'm thinking maybe it's nice to have a funded and do it on stream with everybody, or be have a smaller account on stream. Um, so yeah, and also force myself to get more to maybe keep it half a year, right? So you have to build a buffer as well and think about that because sometimes you don't feel like you don't want to build a buffer. You just take out the money and then you think, okay, I'll start over again because especially with the rapid, you need one day and then you have it and then you have it. But then again, it's still one day. You could also think one day, I'm going to keep that one day that I create I pass the challenge. I can also use that day to fund to build that buffer. So it goes both ways. So it's a psychological thing. Anybody else does the rapid from Funded Next? Um, I'm just wondering, because it's after a few payouts, you feel like it's okay to not really blow it, but just take out everything and sort of like let it, so you don't have a drawdown anymore, right? So it's basically the same. So I mean, but if you have a normal account, if you have a live account, you don't do that, right? You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, it's something, and then, oh, I'll do it again. But why would you do that? Think about it. You should have an account, and then it's fascinating again. So yeah, I think it's something. I'm going to say it on stream. I'm going to be fully transparent with how I'm going to do that with this new account on Monday. Because I push myself to be maybe to keep it longer and work harder for it, maybe, instead of just, okay, you know what, it was been a hard week. Let me just take the money out and, you have to, I have to sync my T and Funded Next via Trade Syncer. Have you? No, I actually don't copy trade, because I try to use my accounts for if I have like for example two losses, I just leave that one and then I go to my other one. for example. So I don't really copy trade, but I should maybe should try it at some point. So you use TradeSync for that? Is it so? Oh, yeah, we have to talk about that. But you know what? I'll just leave it for a while. I'm just fine with Traded One per time, but maybe at some point I think it's nice to do it. So TradeSync, you can do all, you can combine. But do I need TradeSync also to copy trade for Funded Next? No, I can copy trade Funded Next also in Tradeovate, right? But I don't think it's really, is it good? Is it trustworthy in Tradeovate to do it? I don't think I can. I'm not really sure. I did use it when I traded Apex. I bought that Apex. No, I don't like Apex. I traded Apex. I don't like their daily drawdown, and I stopped. And also I can't use Apex because I'm living in South Africa. I think they have a restricted as well. But I had their copier. I bought that one, but I don't use it anymore. Yeah, but do I need TradeSync also when I only copy trade Funded Next, or can I copy trade Funded Next in a Tradeovate itself? I don't think it's very solid, right? I'm gonna close my account because I don't want to lose it. Yeah, I thought so, but I thought it wasn't really. I think I used it once, but I don't know. I thought, I'm not going to copy trade. Yeah, okay. I'll just keep it on Tradeovate then. It works, yeah. Okay, okay, good. I might do that. I might start doing it, but yeah, we'll see. I'll get to payout first from this one, and then get another one, and then I'll start copy trading. Or maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't really. I don't know. How many accounts do you copy trade all your accounts at once, or do you have like batches that you do, like two with a specific? It feels sort of like that I become. You know why? I think why I stopped doing it. It sort of like made me feel like I was greedy or something. I was like, do I need it? No, not really. But and I was trying like different models per funded. But okay, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Ah, we'll get yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's just nice to get this one. Monday we'll start um, trading that one. I'll do that one on stream. I think that one will be my funded stream, fully transparent on stream. I think that's nice to have one funded account to trade only specific models with. And let's see, I have to make up for the bad trading. Same work and 6 times the payout. Yeah, but I think it is. I wonder if there's a psychological thing when you do 6 times. It's the same. I know the risk is the same because you do it per trade, but there is a factor to it that if you do have a losing trade, you have 6 times the loss, right, instead of one, and winning time goes the same way. Um, but yeah, I think maybe that's the next thing I need to work on. Maybe start doing um, the copy trading. We'll get there. I just never thought the need for it, but it's nice to get the money, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, now how's it going? Okay, so we do. Okay. So now you see the bodies are below the 125, but isn't it interesting how the market is moving? Isn't it fascinating? So Wiku, do you manage to, how do you what is your strategy with your 1 day payout? Do you give yourself like a buffer, or do you work with percentages, or how do you for yourself calculate? Do you just use the daily payout, but you just sort of like maybe wait to trade 1 week and then do it on a Friday, for example, or what is your how do you I actually lower leverage after buffer per se 150 risk target, then leave a runner to my target. Yeah, but aren't you inclined to, when you have daily payout, to take a payout sooner than you actually were planning to, maybe? Because I'm thinking about myself, the things that I could fall victim to. I pressed 2 times, once in Top Step and once in MTR. Yeah, I know, guy, and it's it is actually a waste not to do it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I'm just wondering, did anyone see that move coming before the open? This move to the upside, or were we thinking of that we will go down to the more further down? Just curious if people saw this move. Okay, so I use 50K account, but the buffer is 2K. I keep an additional 1K per personal buffer in there for my site. Yeah, okay. So you have that 1K. So every payout, but you still leave that 1K personal buffer for your psyche. Yeah. So you go up to whatever amount, and if you take out, if you look at the day, okay, today I can pay it out, but I just leave one. If I have enough to pay out the minimum that you can pay out, or the max, whatever, if it leaves you the 1K, I do transfer into profit wallet each and end of day. Profit wallet, is that something they have? Okay, interesting. Well, let's see if next week, if I can make it in 3 days, the payout. It's Monday, and what week are we in? It's the third week. Let me see, what's the calendar? What's the calendar say? The 14th? Yeah, okay, so that should be 17, 18. The third week of the week. Technically, that is my easiest week, according to my data. So, and we've got a lot of news coming. Let's see. Let's check the calendar, guys. Monday, Orange Empire State Manufacturing Index, and again jabbing at FOMC members. They just keep on going. We have no news on Tuesday. I thought they might have plugged something in after such a long government shutdown, but I guess not. Then Wednesday. Oh, I saw that already. That was the FOMC meeting. Oh, that sucks. 2 o'clock. That always sucks. 2 p.m. FOMC meetings. But we have a nice London session because we got CPI in London, so I might skip the and again a 10-year bond auction in GBP. Ugh. Well, Wednesday might be an off day. Not for streaming, guys, but just for. Thursday, an employment tentative. Oh, they've been adding some stuff now, but all tentative still. Philly Fed. And Friday, only red folder, red folder. A lot of red. Well, anyway. So something that I've been tracking with the TGIF is that if it doesn't go, like if, for example, like today on NQ, right, we've already passed the 50% now, and this would be if you would inverse the levels, like normally if you take it from the high to the low, this would be 40%, right? So a lot of the times what I've seen is that at the end of the day, it just taps in one of those levels, either the 40 or the 30 or even the 80%. But it's always like sort of like uses these levels, but doesn't. It's still quite exact. So just monitor it on your charts. So either you take the weekly levels, and it doesn't matter how you calculate the 20 to 40%, right? Either you take the high, you take it from the high to the low. You just have to switch it if you calculate it yourself. Let me show you how I do it. Yeah, it's all makes it's just logical, right? That's my chart. I'm gonna take everything off because we don't need it anymore. I don't need you anymore. So for example, what I used to do, once we surpass the 40%, because normally when you have a down movement, you calculate it from the, let me go here. So my TGIF, where's my TGIF? There you are. So for example, when I think, oh, we're bearish and we might have a retracement, I do this first, but then you see, oh my God, we're already over the 40%. So then what I do, I just swap them around. I call that my inverted TGIF. And I started noticing every day that even though it still uses these levels, and then sometimes when market on close, especially market on close, you can use these, even though people are, oh, there's no TGIF, well, there is TGIF, but we already overran them, the normal 20 to 40, right? But it's actually a TGIF maybe from this side, actually, because we might turn green, right, at some point. Maybe not, maybe we're just going to futz around, but then I wouldn't be surprised we tap into the 40, even though the candle might stay. Well, no, we turned green here, obviously, when we are there. Duh. What's wrong with you? So if you don't have it automated, you can just, you have to do it manually, but it's still, those levels still aren't handy on Friday at the end of the day. You'll see if you start backtesting it or forward test it and just journal it, you'll get a lot of information out of it, especially at the end when we come closer to the PM session. And it can give you some guidance sometimes. It really helped me a few times in the past, because like, oh, okay, how do I use these levels then? Obviously there's some logic to it, but yeah. So I'm just wondering how far we are going to go, if we can make it to the well, the weekly open is in the cards definitely, right? So that's below the 60% or the 40%, depending on how you calculate it. But that could be one of those levels that it might just, so we also have a little gap here, right? So we get into this level here, and then we start maybe, I don't know, maybe consolidating because there's only 4 more hours to go. Well, I definitely don't expect too much anymore of the PM session. It's just time to really do something else. Anybody have some nice plans for the weekend? Well, it's literally the same. The OTE levels is literally just the weekly high and low. It's crazy, actually. Can I frame it another way better? No. Well, yeah, actually, I can. Actually open. Yeah, okay. Let's see if my prediction is correct. That we're just going to tap in here. That's it. 358. Or not. Let's see. I'm going to monitor it. I love journaling these kind of things. For me, this is fascinating. It's every time there's a new scenario that is, like I said, you think about a scenario and sometimes you have 2 or 3 and it's just a little bit, they have a variety. I don't know how, they're very creative. But yeah. Hey, Daiji, I haven't seen you for a long time. Where have you been? How's it going? How are you doing? How's it going, guy? Did anyone else listen to ICT's lecture this afternoon or this morning? I couldn't finish it because he was still he was going into stocks, but and I wanted to get into the market a little bit. Um, but there was a lot of information again on it, and you can tell that he really apparently it was the last one of the year, he said. So you could tell that he really wanted to deliver some really good information. And it's so funny that he always says, "Oh no, this one is just going to be a short one. It's just going to," and obviously, it's always he really just loves it. I guess he really enjoys doing it. But yeah, I have to listen to it again because there was a lot of information. Even though he went into the dollar, it was extremely big lecture. Um, and no, me neither. And also, even though I still have to go back to the one before that because about the 1:30 to 2 a.m. range, and he also went into the pre-market range, right? So there's a lot of information on that as well that I still have to go over. So I'm thinking of doing that, and maybe after I've done that, maybe just in the Discord, maybe I don't know if people are interested, you can come together and maybe go over some of the new things that have been said, and how to implement them and how to yeah, how maybe some things we're already using or like some things give you insight that you can use in a different way or you never knew, things like that. So I'm just thinking about, but I'll make an event in the weekend because I'm going to go over the last two, and yeah. And a lot of things is already, I noticed also today he said something. I said, oh, and I thought by myself, oh, but I already know that. But then I was like, oh, but actually that was something I knew but never used anymore or thought about in that way. So it was like a refresher as well. But there was so much. I mean, there was a lot, and I think his wife and his kids were gone or something, and then he just, he has the time to do it, and then he knows it's the last one of the year. It's actually so, I mean, it's such a, it's really sweet in a way that he does that and just really wants to help the community, I guess. But imagine if you're new. I can imagine this one. If you're new, you were like, oh my god, what the hell is this man talking about? Because it was a lot, yeah, even for me, and what Avneet says it as well, with a young brain, right? Yeah, but I love his lectures. I mean, it's just it is just. Do you live near Watch Harbor? Where is Watch Harbor? Watch Harbor? Is that in South Africa? Am I reading it correct? I just make sure that I read it. I'll have to Google it. Watch Harbor. I don't think I live near Watch Harbor. I don't know what it actually is it a place or is it a I see it's a store. Is he still going? No, he's not. So it looks like because I never refreshed, I guess. I was like, oh my god, is he still talking? Let me see how long where's ICT? Let me show you ICT. How long have you been talking? Oh my God, it is still a total of 3.5 hours. This one, wow, that's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be on 1.5 speed, I guess, because I've heard a lot. Then when it comes to a point that I need to write things down, I'll just go back to 3.5. That means he still went on quite a bit after. Yeah, wow. Well, guys, I don't know if it's really I don't think I will put on any trades. I'm just not interested anymore to really, even though paper trading, I think there's a gap here on the 1 hour that is exactly around the yesterday's 10 o'clock, right? So keep that in mind. And we do have the weekly open here. And I guess no one is bearish anymore, right? Because no one has bearish issues. We need to talk then. Someone saying, no, I think we're still going to go lower. No, you're not going to go lower anymore. I mean, yeah, you might go lower, but not. You're not going to go. We're not going to take any lows out at the at the today's low. But yeah, so now it's consolidating around this level, and then it most likely will spike up again. Good liquidity here. What do we have here? We've got equal. Oh, we took these out already as well. I guess most of you don't trade anymore right now, or are you still? Are there people that still put on trades now? Are still looking for trades? Let me see on gold. What is gold doing? Where are you in the range? Also 60%, 15. 80%, also 40% in the range already. Yeah, I wouldn't touch gold anymore. You're in work, you're in 40% of the range. Oh, I see there's we did not touch that. A monthly midpoint 25,278 to 80, and the weekly open. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way up to a weekly open and then to the 10 o'clock, right? Let's see. But I'm not gonna wait for that. I mean, it's just too no more trading. It's over for this week. It's a sad moment. Yes, Casey, I trade all day. Yeah, I'm done for today. I was testing my new YouTube bot. Oh, you have a new. Yes, I'm in South Africa. What about you, Casey? Yes, I crossed. Isn't it crazy? I think the moment I hit 100, the 200 was also not. It didn't take long, but then the 200 to 300 went really fast. It's just amazing, and just the chat is just really amazing. The people that are joining the community is just it's so much fun. That's why I really enjoy hanging out and just streaming. I think you were I think maybe it was just over 100 when I saw you for the last time. I think I haven't seen you for maybe more than 2 weeks, maybe if I'm correct. Um, Arizona, USA, yay! Casey, what do you trade? I mean, is it near Baden Lake? I don't think we even have a watch harbor here in South Africa. But I mean, I don't even wear a watch anymore. I used to work for an airline, and I was a gate agent, and I was before I got in IT for KLM, and we everything was about time, time. Everything was about okay, 10 minutes before, 10 minutes, everything. So that when the moment I started to have days off, I would put off my watch, and it's sort of when I went to an office job, when I got into IT, I was like, oh, you got your computer, you got your telephone, so I stopped using a watch as well. And then now I just, I don't even have a watch anymore. It's 7 o'clock now, 7:05. Yes. So, and people are always surprised because when I start the stream, it's still light, and it suddenly is dark, and they're like, "Huh? Wasn't it just light at your place?" Yeah, it just goes boom. It goes boom, and it's dark. And we don't have a lot of light pollution here. We have a lot of trees and nature, so I don't see any lights from streets or neighbors or whatever, and they're far away anyway. So that's nice. It's like dark, like really dark, dark. Yeah. I trade all futures and commodities. Oh, okay. All futures. Wow. So you're literally okay. But are you? You're not professional, or do you trade it professionally? That you're doing it all day? I think I'm because I'm also streaming. I get more. I think I guess also that makes me a little bit more tired at the end of the day to really put on a trade, and um, I do trade less since I stream. So actually, that's a good thing, to be honest. It's not a bad thing. Um, but do you like trade only you? Yeah, you're in the USA, so you don't trade London. But I also trade London. So at some point in New York session, so I wake up at 4 here, and now it's 7, and I don't take any naps. I've got a really long day, and then I just noticed that I just at the end of the day. So now I could, when the market is good, I could still do a stream and trade, but when the market is like this, I'm just sort of like, okay, I'm done. I've just passed the eval. I'm not going to waste any more energy on my funded or try another eval or something. Right? Then okay, it's okay. It's good enough. Um, but yeah, I love tape reading. Um, I really enjoy it, but now, for example, on a Friday, when we have this price action, and it's just sort of like, the weekly objectives, it might go a little bit higher, but there's not really that much in the tank. I would be really surprised that I go grab some dinner, come back, and it's like, all the way here or something. I would, oh, what? But yeah. Did you catch that move to the upside, KC, on NQ? Just New York session. I just found you, and I'm glad. Oh, thank you. Well, normally, I thought you were already part of the family, but maybe there was someone with a similar two-letter code. Um, but yeah, no. Normally, I'm more into the analysis and more active. And just go really into depth into trades. But just I think today is not really the day to. I mean, this it's just going up, and it's really. I'm actually if you guys, I would be really ashamed to show my trades how I passed the exam, because it would be, you just know it's going up, but there's no technical. Um, it doesn't really. It's not how I normally trade, but I do sometimes pass my challenges like this when you just take advantage of the upward move. But well, actually, no, it's not true what I say. To be honest, it was only the last bit. Let me. No, I'm going to go. I should not talk myself down. No, there was logic to it. Let me get. I actually should go over that. No, 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 I'm going to rephrase it. So I use root candles a lot. So I use time, and there was I don't have that indicator anymore, but this was the 658. So, and for the people who were here, the 658 work together with the 312. So those are two root candles. They are sort of married to each other. So if you have a turn after the 658 has, and you know it's going up, and the moment it passes this one, it's almost a free trade just to go up to the 312. So in this case, that was right, it was somewhere over here. But I also have a model, my 10-4. So, but this was very small. So normally that's one of my most mechanical models I get in. And then I just, it's when the 10 o'clock prints, you want to get it in the manipulation to the downside and you take it to the floor. But it was a bit weird here. But I did manage. I was already in here because of this, and it wasn't there yet. But I wanted to add a proper one for my 10-4. But it wasn't the best. I should have gotten in here because the 10 o'clock printed. We had to move to the downside. But I was a little bit confused. And I had one on already. And we're talking mini, right? So I was like, yeah, you know what? It's Friday, it's tricky. And so I did not. And then the moment we pass on, I added another mini. And then I just wrote it to, in this case, both just to the 4. And I got out. So I didn't even wait for the 312. Or it was, yeah. So, and then I just needed a little bit, and then I just took a little bit. That was an ugly trade, so I'm not even going to go. That was just taking just a move there. But this was actually still technical. It had time based. So write that down, guys. The 658 root candle and the 312, especially when you have a market maker buy model and you have a liquidity grab and you have a clear turn, so you really need your inversion and you need your breaker have to be there, and your 658 is above it, your 312 is above it as well, and they have been sort of almost unmitigated both. Well, 312 not, but this one is still very clean. Then you have your then you're just going to go up, and it tells you a lot. So it wasn't that bad, but it was, it was the last one. Well, guys, I think it's time to leave you, good people, and to wish everyone a very, very happy, nice weekend. If anyone has any questions or and if you guys have any ideas for what you do in the Discord in the weekend, because we just started, and well, Wiku, I don't know, I'm just gonna say it. I don't know if you are still here, but Wiku was so nice to become part of my Discord, and because he has really, we have similar trading style apparently. We already saw that pretty quickly, but he makes really, really good educational stuff. So we made a Wiku University in the Discord where he can add his education stuff, and Wiku will also be streaming very soon. He shared that, so I'm very excited to actually watch him also at some point. So are those FIB levels? You mean the 1.225 and the one? I love FIBs, but these are my easy FIBs, and I'll show you on the screen what I did. Because on the 15-minute it was not very clear, but on the 1 hour, it's just this one where we have the change in state delivery on the 1 hour. So from only bodies to bodies. And normally what you see, the 1.25, it gives a strong reaction, but it didn't even react there. It didn't even give a proper retracement. 1.5 and the 2 o'clock, the 2 matched with something else. I can't remember what. Yeah, so this is just I just calculate the manipulation move. Sometimes I do it from the 4 hour, but normally you don't reach this on a higher time frame. It's very rare if you use the 1 hour, the 4 hour that you reach that level already so fast. And this is the 4 hour. It's a little bit different. Let's see what we get on the 4 hour. When I only use the bodies, might be interesting to see, just to have a quick look, because yeah, I'm gonna stick to my. I'm just gonna. I might be wrong, but I think we're gonna just reject here, and then that's it. 353. That's the max Y level here, and it matches with 60%. We have a little gap here. Might just take into this gap. Let's see. I wonder if it goes higher today, because like I said, if you do a higher time frame, it's very unusual that you already get this in one day. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if today we're going to go there, but we'll see. Where's the weekly open? Yeah, weekly open is here. Oh yeah, that was it. I think we're going to tap into the weekly open, which is exactly at the 40%. Oh, and look at that, that's exactly at 0.1. Wow, beautiful. So yeah, it's going to be, well, you know, you never know, but I wouldn't be surprised. If I would be still in the long, I would get out here, or maybe even here. That will be my TP. That's it. It's just a manipulation move, just an extra confluence, which I use normally. I have normally 3 or 4 confluences that if I take larger trade, because I'm a distribution trader. So if I use the now if you actually look at the chart, if I'm looking at it right now in the 15, it's clear AMD, right? But I'm just looking at it like, oh, it's quite beautiful. Look at this. I go to 15 again. Oh, someone's hungry. That was my belly. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that was really loud. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Wow. Now, can we calculate the distribution on the 15? It's a little bit hard to. So normally you can have, if this is 4. See, I don't like the 15. It's a little bit hard to. So that's why I went to the 1 hour to calculate the FIP, but I could. This would be the same. There's almost a 1-to-1. I don't know, but yeah, it looks like we have an accumulation, manipulation, distribution move, right? And look at this, boom. On the 15, we did retest the first present fair value gap on the 15, not on the lower time frames. Did not even touch it at all. Look. Oh, we did here the same. Yeah, we did actually. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Off to the races. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, guys, that is it. I'm gonna have some dinner, relax. I'm gonna watch some TV. I think I'm too tired to watch ICT now again. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I've got to make some content as well for the channel. It's too busy during the week to do that. But yeah, let me know if yeah, feel free to join the Discord if you haven't. It's just for us to stay in touch outside stream and to be able to communicate with and share some educational stuff as well. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments or ideas, feel free to drop them because we're all still building. We're just 3 months in, isn't it crazy? I just cannot believe it, how things are going. I think I started my first stream on 14th of August and we are 14th of November, so it's exactly 3 months today. So 3 months, 312 subscribers, and just an awesome group of people already. So I can't thank you guys enough. I'm really humbled by how things are going and by you guys. And I have never really enjoyed hanging out with in the chat so much since I got my own stream. So again, I thank you guys again. I just cannot express it enough. So I'm gonna have a lovely weekend thinking about the week, how it went, and how to make things better, how to improve stuff, and how to grow as well as a streamer. and to bring as much value to the channel as possible. But hey, I need your advice, your feedback to what you guys want, and what just give feedback on how I can also bring the most value to the channel, because that's the purpose of the channel. Anyway, thank you again, and wish everyone a really, really nice weekend. Maybe see you in the Discord, or I'll see you Monday in the stream. There'll be a London stream and a New York stream next week as well. So, ciao, ciao, guys. Enjoy the weekend.